Welcome to the Rusted Garden Homestead. This is the first video in my series on growing an edible landscape, and I thought I would start with a tree that's pretty easy to grow. It's self-pollinating, you only need one tree, and this is an almond tree. It's called the Hall's Hardy Almond. I highly recommend it. It's perfect for zones 5 through 8. I'm in Maryland zone 7. We get freezing winters. January, February, the nights are well below freezing. So this tree can take, the cold weather. It can take freezing ground. Now, a couple things that are important. It's self-pollinating, so you only need one tree, and I'll talk to you about the planting and how to take care of it. But if you want to subscribe to my series, I will be going over all the different trees, bushes, vines, everything that I'm growing to build an edible landscape over 2021. But I thought I would start with an almond tree. These are the almonds. This tree is actually, they're related to the peach tree, that's why the pits look similar. But they come in these small green fruits, and then the fruits split, and then you harvest the almonds. That's the shell, that's the almond. When you harvest them, the almond itself is going, the kernel is what it's called, is going to be pliable. So you harvest the almonds, keep them indoors, let them dry for about 7 days, and then open one up, and if this is not pliable, if it feels like a basic almond, then you're ready to open the rest of them. If not, let them dry a little bit longer. But you do want to let them dry before you crack open all of the nuts. Now, planting, pretty simple. Whatever you buy, this tree was probably 3 to 5 years old when I bought it. It was a little bit taller than me, about 7 feet, maybe 8 feet. Now, let's take a look up here. This tree grows really quickly. It will get 20 feet tall. It grows about 2 feet a year. And the width of the tree is going to be about 15 feet. So put it in a place where it can do its thing. Planting's pretty easy. I just take whatever, let's just say this was the top of the container the tree was growing in. I just dig out 6 inches around it. And then you want to go to the depth when you plant the tree. It's exactly level with wherever the soil is in the container. So you're not planting up the tree main trunk, because sometimes the tree itself is grafted onto a root system that will keep it smaller, or if you're buying a dwarf variety fruit tree, if you put the soil above where the graft is, new roots are going to come out of the trunk, and it's going to revert back to the regular size tree. So that's just something to keep in mind. Now, once you plant it, water it in. You're going to have to water it every 7 to 10 days. You don't have to worry too much about it, but you want to make sure that it doesn't dry out. So fertilizing, there's a lot of theories on it. I don't put any fertilizer in the hole. I've done that before, but I found it really doesn't make a difference. It's not going to hurt your tree. So once it's planted, it's watered in. What I'd like to do, and you can see that I need to do some weeding, maybe go out 3 or 4 feet, make a big circle around here, remove the grass, remove all the weeds and stuff like that. Trees tend to send out an anchor root, they send out surface roots, and you don't want it to be competing with the grass and weeds for nutrients. So make a nice big circle and mulch it down. Again, don't go over where the graft and the tree trunk might be if you have a dwarf type tree. And then on top of here, all I do is I just scatter a couple handfuls of the organic granular right around the big circle. Let the rain wash it in over time. I only did this once for the first year. Second year, maybe I'll do it 2 times, beginning, end of the season. And the tree really isn't going to need a whole lot. Maybe some more nitrogen in the beginning for leaf growth and stuff like that. But if you have healthy grass, I have a wooded area over here. If the trees have been doing fine, there's no reason why the trees you plant are going to need a whole lot in the way of fertilizer. There's no need to overcomplicate it. The trees want to grow. This one's really establishing nicely. I'm not doing a lot of pruning. I do open up the space a little bit if branches are crossing over, and I will do that probably in the beginning of spring if I notice any more crossover of the main stems, but I'm pretty much letting this tree go. Now, let's get in here and just look at all the different almonds. You're going to get bloom time probably end of October. Pink flowers, it's absolutely beautiful. Not a lot of disease or problems here. And the small green fruit, the fruit itself is an edible, will kind of just dry and shrivel, and you end up with your almonds right in the middle. That's why, they're protected by this green fruit for a long time, so the kernel inside is pliable. It wants to be planted, so it's got moisture in there, so it's a viable seed. You got to let it dry out. But just look at all the almonds. This is the second year. Third year, I'll have even more. Again, this tree grows really, really quickly. So it is ornamental, it looks great, and it's also an edible tree to have in your yard. So let's call this tree easily 12 feet, up to 18 feet tall. It is grown, it's 2 feet per year over the last 2 years, more than that. It's going to get about 20 feet tall. It's going to get 15 feet wide, so you want to give it a space that it can grow into. Right over there is my later morning sun, comes right through there, it gets sun there. Back this way, it gets morning sun. It prefers that type of sun. Gets a little bit screened for that afternoon 12 to 2 p.m. sun, and then it gets sun for the rest of the day. So this is a really good location for the Hall's hardy almond. They do need full sun. They can get some shade, and if they are getting shade, try and make it for more of the, you know, intense afternoon sun during the summer. An absolutely beautiful tree. Flowers pink, perfect for an edible landscape. Self-pollinating, you don't need a pollinator. You know, if you start with a 3 to 4 year old tree, a tree that's about 6 or 7 feet, it will produce a few nuts, a few almonds the first year. You see about how many's on there the second year, third year, it should really start producing. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. We'll be going over all the different trees and plants on my property along with the garden to show you how to build an edible landscape. Please check out my seed shop at therustedgarden.com. Oh, and one quick tip, if you have deer, put up a cage around the bottom of the tree. It'll stop the deer from coming and leaning on, you know, a younger tree and eating some of the leaves. Once it gets taller and the trunk is nice and firm, you can remove the cage. Thanks for watching.